this has changed drastically.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, okay, not drastically, but quite a bit. It's really clean in there. Looks good. Is it going? Oh.
It's going.
The sun is in my eyes.
I know, Andrew.
Hey, you're watching Gardens and Graveyards. My name's Charisma, and Spencer and I are here at the Environmental Learning Center, or otherwise known as the ELC, at the Clackamas Community College in Oregon City, Oregon. This is where our journey began. We got married here, and I was going to college getting my degree in horticulture, and part of the way I paid for college is working in the ELC.
Mm-hmm.
And the way we paid for our wedding venue is doing a little extra work in the ELC. Yeah. And it's been almost a dozen years.
Almost all years.
Yeah, really exciting. So we're here, and we thought it would be fun to take you along as we walked.
Yeah, we haven't been here in 12 years, so.
Yeah, we haven't been here in probably 10 years, so it'll be interesting to see how it's changed and how it's the same, and
cool.
Yeah, just enjoy it.
Yeah.
It's really fun to see these signs in the ground here, because one of the projects that I was doing was helping design these signs and creating the literature and finding information and consolidating information to put on these information stories and signs and the ELC. So I'm really excited to see it here. We're just gonna. This is the actual building that we got married in, and this area has changed. It is now clearly an event center. Whereas it wasn't like that before.
Like well overgrown, and there's still areas to walk, but not like this.
There's another sign. There's another sign down there. The Giving Tree. I don't know what that means. List of donors. Let's see what the Giving Tree says. '50th anniversary, created by art and welding students and faculty. Cool. That's fun. Oh, it says stuff in it. Oh, Jackie Flowers and her family. Rhonda, somebody. Oh, it's got people's names in it. Cool. This was here.
There's stuffed critters in there.
1977. I love that we got married here. It reminds me of the In-N-Out Outer Crust.
Yeah.
Like the smell of like these boardwalks and the old timber. Somehow it just makes me feel like home. That's where we had our reception, in that room. And we had a really great picture of us standing right there. Maybe I could pop it in to this video.
Yeah.
It'd be fun.
I would love to go see.
We never got around to going up to the observation tower, even though it got opened for our wedding. Did anybody else have such a busy wedding and so many guests pulling you in so many directions that you didn't get to do all the things? I'm just noticing there's like tons of bees. Flies? I can't. Is it?
There's a wing bug. They're using.
What are they?
Wow.
Those things flying everywhere. There's the education hall.
Yeah, I'd like to go in the astronomy tower one day.
This is so beautiful in here. When I was going to school here, we would do soil testing with elementary school kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't really see it.
We walked out this walkway on our way out of our wedding underneath the canopy of fireworks. It was super fun. I did a lot of work in this trail, and right over this bridge right there were, what are the critters? Nutrias. There were baby nutrias that always stole my water bottle if I left it on the other side of the bridge. So funny. But this has changed, so that used to be my favorite part, over on the other side of these trees. Some,
how much drier it is now, because
that is way drier than I've ever seen it.
3 feet of water there when we were here before.
We have a picture of us right here too. There used to be a bench. Look, there's a dragonfly.
Yeah.
When Spencer and I were trying to decide when to get married and where to get married, we walked through these grounds and we stopped at an observation deck, and we had the biggest dragonfly land on the rail next to us. It was our sign. Okay, now and here, let's do it. This is where I fell in love with snowberries. Of course, this isn't the best specimen because it's the end of summer, but they're all throughout this garden, and I just loved them when I worked here. Down that way always kind of creeped me out, but it was also like comforting and creepy. I don't know why. The pictures of us standing there.
Yeah.
Look how low that water is. My goodness. It was so full. You could see the stilts on the bottom of that building. It can get up to that building sometimes.
Oh, yeah, it was under the building when we got married. I think it hasn't rained since February.
Rain, or maybe diversion. I remember there was like, they were talking about
I think it's always locker room.
something about the across the street,
Whatever
connections.
Yeah.
How things flow.
It hasn't rained since February. It hasn't rained since February.
What? Okay, might be an exaggeration.
Not by much though.
It is way more cleaned out. I have to wonder if there's a maintenance crew rather than just one or two volunteers. But it also is, it's cleaned out and overgrown. Does that make sense? Like, there's no individual definition, whereas when I was working in here, that was like kind of my goal, so that it didn't just look like a big mess. This looks like a generic maintenance crew that just pushes everything off the road or off the trail. Yeah, this water is kind of sad because you could see how mucky it is. It normally is all the way up here.
Very nice.
I know, I see them all over. There's so many dragonflies. I think they actually like this kind of like super damp environment. Let's see. Ron Adams, board member, 2018. Aw. I don't know who that is. Ron Adams.
Yeah, back a trailer, right? Doing it with a car.
Mm-hmm. One of the things I love about this space is they have these quaking aspen. And if you wait just a second, I'm just quiet.
I think it's windy enough.
Sounds so pretty.
Yeah. They make the windows the windier it is.
I love that they put this sign here. Or that's a beaver. Oh, why don't they have a nutria here? Well, because they're not native, I guess.
Right.
I think it's really funny that they put that sign here because I have seen so many nutria play in this area.
Right.
Right there. I liked it. There's a couple more short trails around, but basically it just goes in a big circle around that pond and lands in the same spot. So this is a beautiful little event section that they've created. It was just the same kind of thing. Willows and dogwoods. I don't know. I don't remember what was in here actually. Right here. I wonder if students made that or...
Sweat lodge?
No. That's not what that is. That's most likely you would build something like that to dry your fish in. To protect it.
There you go.
Roses. Rose hips on there.
You gotta figure out how to...
There's some salmon berries forming.
There you can still do it.
Native plant garden.
That's cool.
First time I ever tasted an Oregon grape was here at the ELC. They didn't have the teepee here when I was going to school, but they did have the smoked fish fries. Okay, had to visit the old stomping grounds. These beds they were not raised when I was going to school here, but the class would divide up into 5 teams and we would design each one of these beds. And of course it's summertime, it's the end of summer and it's getting ready to be stripped. It looks like somebody came in and did a winter planting with Dusty Miller and ornamental cabbage. Look at this gorgeous bed of marigolds and petunias. That's beautiful. Super fun. Some angel wing stuff going on in there. Some lamb's ear. This was an amazing, beautiful cutting garden when I was in here, and you could still see the formal hedge around the edges, but clearly the garden has gone to the birds. Sad. Makes you wonder how much of it was due to low student enrollment from COVID and how much of it was due to, you know, just change of staff. Real quick, I won't go like totally crazy, but this is like my stomping grounds and this is where I fell in love with witch hazel. And I could spend hours back here pruning the witch hazels, this whole line. This one desperately needs to be pruned. I just love the structure of a witch hazel, and you get in there and just fuss and nitpick and bring out the structure of a witch hazel. It can be so beautiful. There is the Human Services building on this side and the horticulture building on that side, and I got my degree in both. I just loved this side of the campus so much. Looks like the greenhouses are inactive, like very inactive. Usually they're just sort of inactive in the summertime. What?
Is it the wrong time of year?
Is it the wrong? So technically horticulture classes will start probably like a week ago. like the last week of September, probably. But it's looking pretty desolate out here. Even during the summer, these used to, you know, have some activity going on.
Yeah.
Just keep going. I helped build that hoop house right there, though. I was part of that project. It's really fun. It's fun. Another fun fact about this parking lot, we taught our daughter how to drive in it. So one of her first driving lessons was in this parking lot.
That's right. I can figure out that.
Yeah. And of course back there are just beautiful specimens of all kinds of trees and shrubs that helped us learn the Latin names and everything like that. Those purple flowers on the ground are naked ladies. They're a bulb.